Hello, my name is Oyinda and I'm a fourth year medical student at the Hull York Medical School. I'm also the Strategic Communications Officer at Mellon Medics. Black History Month is important to me because it provides us with the opportunity to amplify Black voices, spotlight achievements within the Black community and celebrate diversity. We always say that it's essential to use this month to challenge negative stereotypes and ensure that institutions are continually working to break their own biases that they may hold. This film is an introduction to some of the influential Black pioneers in medicine and healthcare over the past 50 years. Created for Black History Month 2022 by the Association for the Study of Medical Education and Mellon Medics. Dr. Joseph White was affectionately referred to as the father of Black psychology. He wrote the 1970 seminal article, Toward a Black Psychology, published in Ebony magazine. Jane C. Wright, the New York Cancer Society elected Jane C. Wright as the first woman president in 1971. Her research helped transform chemotherapy from a last resort to a viable treatment for cancer. Robert Lee Williams, the Black Intelligence Test of Cultural Homogeneity is an intelligence test created by Robert Williams in 1972, oriented towards the languages, attitudes, and lifestyles of African Americans. Dr. Franklin Jacobs. In 1974, Franklin Jacobs travelled to Britain to train in anaesthetics and went into general practice within the NHS. He co-founded the African Caribbean Medical Society with Lord Pitt and Dr. Eddie Simon. It raises awareness of health issues within the Black community. Louis Wade Sullivan. In 1975, Louis Wade Sullivan became the founding dean of what became the Morehouse School of Medicine, the first predominantly Black medical school opened in the United States in the 20th century. Patricia Bath. In 1976, Patricia Bath co-founded the American Institute for the Prevention of Blindness in 1976, which supports programs that protect, preserve, and restore eyesight. Dame Elizabeth Anionwu. In 1979, Elizabeth Anionwu became the UK's first sickle cell and thalassemia nurse specialist, helping to establish the Brent Sickle Cell and Thalassemia Counselling Centre. In 1998, she created the Mary Seacole Centre for Nursing Practice at the University of West London. Alexa Kennedy. In 1981, Dr. Alexa Kennedy became the first Black neurosurgeon in the United States, and just a few years later, she rose to the ranks of the Chief of Neurosurgery at the Children's Hospital of Michigan. Beverly Green, a pioneer of intersectional psychology. Beverly Green is the author of the landmark 1985 article, When the Therapist is White and the Patient is Black, Considerations for Psychotherapy in the Feminist, Heterosexual and Lesbian Communities. Marilyn Hughes Gaston. Marilyn Hughes Gaston was the first Black woman to direct the Bureau of Primary Healthcare in the U.S. Health Resources and Services Administration. Her groundbreaking 1986 study led to a national sickle cell disease screening program for newborns. Ben Carson. In 1987, Ben Carson received global acclaim when he separated the binder conjoined twins in Germany. It was the first successful operation of its kind. In 1997, he again successfully separated twins who were joined at the head. Herbert W. Nickens. Herbert W. Nickens led Project 3000 by 2000, which the Association of American Medical Colleges launched in 1991 to achieve the goal of enrolling 3,000 students from underrepresented minority groups in U.S. medical schools annually by the year 2000. Hope Landrine. Dr. Hope Landrine was an expert in health psychology and public health. In 1992, she published The Politics of Madness, which presented her research on the presence of existing societal inequalities in the diagnosis and categorization of psychiatric disorders. Mae Jamison. Dr. Mae Jamison is famous for becoming the first Black woman astronaut to go into space. In 1992, she also trained as a physician who has dedicated her life to improving global health. Joycelyn Edwards. Joycelyn Edwards was the first person in the state of Arkansas to become board certified in pediatric endocrinology, and later the first Black person and second woman to head the U.S. Public Health Service when she was appointed Surgeon General in 1993. William G. Anderson. In 1964, William G. Anderson became the first Black surgical resident in Detroit's history. And in 1994, he became the first Black president of the American Osteopathic Association. B.B. Moore Campbell. On June 2, 2008, Congress formally recognized B.B. Moore Campbell National Minority Mental Health Awareness Month to bring awareness to the unique struggles that underrepresented groups face regarding mental illness in the U.S. Regina Marsha Benjamin. Regina Marsha Benjamin is best known for her tenure as the 18th U.S. Surgeon General from 2009 to 2013, appointed by President Barack Obama. Frida C. Lewis Hall. In 2010, Dr. Lewis Hall was appointed by the Obama administration to the inaugural Board of Governors for the Patient-Centered Outcomes Research Institute, and in 2012, she was appointed chair of the Cures Acceleration Network Review Board. James P. Comer. James P. Comer was the co-founder and past president of the Black Psychiatrists of America. In 2014, he received a prestigious nomination by President Barack Obama to serve on the President's Commission of Educational Excellence for African Americans. Jacqueline Dunkley Bent. In spring 2019, Jacqueline Dunkley Bent was appointed the first Chief Midwifery Officer in the NHS, making her the most senior midwife in England. She is Professor of Midwifery at King's College London and London South Bank University. Bola Owolabi. In 2021, Dr. Bola Owolabi was appointed as the Director of Healthcare Inequalities at NHS England and NHS Improvement UK, a new role influenced by newly emerged data on health inequalities surrounding the COVID-19 pandemic. John Nkengasong. The Cameroonian virologist John Nkengasong was the first director of the Africa Centre for Disease Control and Prevention. During the COVID-19 pandemic, he was appointed as a special envoy to the Director General of the World Health Organization. Farah Jamil. In 2021, Dr. Farah Jamil was elected chair of the British Medical Association's GP Committee for England, becoming the first woman to take on the role. Kismika Corbett, viral immunologist and research fellow at the Vaccine Research Center of the U.S. National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases. Kismika Corbett is the lead scientist on the team that developed the Moderna vaccine for COVID-19. Kevin Fenton. Kevin Fenton is a regional director at Public Health England. He was formerly director of the United States National Center for HIV and AIDS, viral hepatitis, STD, and TB prevention. Fenton was appointed Commander of the Order of the British Empire in 2022 New Year's Honours for services to public health.